Okay, great. Everything seems set to move forward. Without further ado, we can begin our session. Our first speaker is Mr. Zafar Iqbal. He is the Director of General Planning at Capital Development Authority, Islamabad, Pakistan. He has a PhD in urban planning and has more than 30 years of professional experiences in the field. Aside that, he actively shares his expertise by presenting papers in international and national events. Mr. Iqbal, you have 15 minutes to share your insight with us. And now I am welcoming you to the stage, and the floor is yours now.
Thank you very much. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm grateful to UN Habitat, MLIT, Nusantara Capital Authority, Ministry of Land and Infrastructure, IAP of Indonesia, to organize this wonderful event and give me an opportunity to represent Islamabad. Next, please. Pakistan is the fifth populous country of the world with over 230 million population on 0.8 million square kilometer land. Majority of population is living in unplanned cities. Islamabad was planned in 1960 as a new capital. Adjoining cities are growing without any plan. Construction of new airport has attracted urban growth at a tremendous rate. Soon this region is going to emerge as a megalopolis. We will discuss urban dynamics of Islamabad under planning system of Pakistan after world urbanization trends. Next, please. Before proceeding further, I want to say Happy Town Planning Day to all of the participants. You are well aware that globally urbanization is trending faster and faster. Small cities are becoming big and big cities are becoming mega cities. In 1950, there were only 2 mega cities in the world, 10 in 1990 and 28 in 2014. Majority of mega cities of today exist in developing countries. According to UN reports, 68% of world population will be urbanized by 2050. The cities in developing countries are growing, but population of big cities in developed countries is declining. Next, please. Like other countries of developing world, Pakistan is also urbanizing at a rapid pace. In 1951, urban population of Pakistan was only 17%. Now it is touching 40% at a growth rate of 2.7. Presently, there are 624 cities in Pakistan. Out of them, 2 are over 10 million. 8 cities are over 1 million, and 87 cities are below 1 million. Next, please. Here we compare the temporal growth of population in major 10 cities of Pakistan, Karachi and Lahore are the megacities having population of more than 25 million both. In past 25 years, Karachi has grown 3 times bigger. Lahore 4 times bigger, but Islamabad has grown 7 times bigger since 1981. 56% population of the total 624 cities of Pakistan is living in these 10 cities. These 10 cities are generating 60% of the total GDP of the country. Next, please. Pakistan does not have national planning law. There are 4 provinces in Pakistan, and each province has its own planning system. Major planning work is being done at local level or city level. Provincial laws give broader outlines of planning. These laws are called local government acts. Detailed planning parameters, building regulations are prepared by each local government under these local government acts and ordinances. Due to lack of central law, big disparity has been observed among various provinces. Next, please. Though town planning was introduced in the subcontinent before its partition, after emergence of Pakistan in 1947, town planning schemes were introduced in major cities called satellite towns without comprehensive master planning of the cities. City plans were termed outline development plans, master plans, structure plans, strategic plans, and spatial plans in previous decades. It is alarming that more than 80% urban areas are growing without a valid plan. Next, please. In 1960, a new era of planning was started in Pakistan when federal government decided to shift capital of the country from Karachi. A federal commission selected the present site of Islamabad, and international consultants were hired to prepare master plan. In 1960, master plan was approved and development was started for construction of new capital at existing place according to this master plan to be reflective of the national aspirations. Here you can see the pictures before the development of the capital city. Next, please. There are 3 types of areas in master plan of Islamabad. This area is called the specified area. This area measures 2,600 square kilometers, and it comprises the adjoining small cities as well. And this area, this is called the metropolitan area. This metropolitan area consists of the existing city of Rawalpindi, the proposed capital site of Islamabad, and the Islamabad Park. This area both comprises 1,100 square kilometers. Then the area of Islamabad, which is shown in this boundary, and this comprises 906 square kilometers. Next, please. Here we see the master plan of Islamabad. This is the area of metropolitan site. It comprises 3 parts: Islamabad, Rawalpindi, and Kent. And yes. Hello. Previous slide, please. Previous slide. Yes, this one. This is the master plan of Islamabad. It was originally prepared for both Rawalpindi, Kent, and Islamabad as well. The big portion was left as the Islamabad Park. Islamabad was divided into a grid iron pattern here where the roads cross each other at a right angle. There were 4 major roads in Islamabad of having each 1200 feet wide width. Number 1, this is the Islamabad Expressway. Number 2, this is the Kashmir Highway. Number 3, this is the Swan Highway. Number 4, this is the Capital Highway. These 2 highways have been constructed, but these 2 highways could not be constructed due to some reasons. Where these 2 highways intersect each other, this is called the 0 point of Islamabad. In the planning of Islamabad, we see this is the public building area, admin sector, presidency, prime minister house, and all the ministries are housed over here. And then diplomatic offices, embassies have been housed over here. Then the residential area and the commercial area both grows with the growth of the city. This is called the Dynapolis concept. Dynapolis concept is that with the growth of the city, its commercial, its institutional area, its industrial area also grows in the unique direction. This sector is a community of class 5, which measures 2 kilometer and 2 kilometer, both 4 square kilometer of area. This is a self-sustainable community having its own commercial center, primary schools, secondary schools, religious parks, playgrounds, health facilities, and all other needs of daily needs of the residents can be met over here. And so there is no need of a resident to go outside, and without they have no need to intercept with the machine. So this is the main commercial central business district of the Islamabad. This is called Blue Area. All the institutions were placed in each series of sectors. These sectors have been numbered from east to west, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 16. And alphabetically, it has been numbered as A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. And if we want to locate ourselves, so we want to go to sector G7. So we see here G series and see their 7 number. So we are here in sector G7. So institutional area was planned in H series of sectors, and industrial area was planned in I series. The upper half was left for industry, and the lower half was allocated for the industrial workers. The 2 sectors were allocated for the wholesale market. This is the Rawalpindi city. The master plan of Rawalpindi city was also prepared, but it could not be implemented. Next, please. For the development of Islamabad, various types of plans were prepared. Master plan was prepared on a scale of 1 to 50,000, and then sectoral plans on a scale of 1 to 4,000. Then development plans, which you call layout plans, were prepared on 1 to 1,000, and the detailed plan of markets, central markets, were prepared on 1 to 500. So we have about 5 types of the plans. In 1979, Islamabad local government ordinance was promulgated, and Chief Commissioner Office was established in 1980. And in 1992, a zoning policy was introduced, which is called Islamabad Capital Territory Zoning Regulations 1992. According to this plan, this is the zone 1. Zone 1. Zone 1, this area, which comprises mainly the sectoral area, grid iron petrol. This is to be acquired and planned by the Capital Development Authority according to the master plan. In Zone 2 and Zone 5, private sector was given incentives to purchase land and get approval from the Capital Development Authority under the provisions of Islamabad master plan and develop schemes for the private sector. This is Zone 3. This zone comprises the Margla Hills. This is the national park, Margla Hills National Park. Here, shooting, killing of animals, hunting of animals, cutting of trees is prohibited. And this area is reserved for preservation, afforestation, and conservation. This is the Zone 4. This area was planned as the food basket for the city, and here large-scale R&D institutions were also planned in this area. Next, please. In 2010, this Zone 4, which was the food basket of the city, was further subdivided into 4 subzones, A, B, C, and D. Previously, no housing was permissible in this zone, but in 2010, upon some certain directions, housing was allowed in this area. Next, please. Here we see the growth of Islamabad. In 1998, Islamabad's population was 0.8 million, with a growth rate of 5.19, and its density was 889 persons per square kilometer. In 2017, its population crossed the 2 million with a growth rate of 4.91. And now its population is 2.3 million. Here we see the sectors which have been planned and developed by the Capital Development Authority according to its layout plans prepared and approved by the CDA. And in the red color, we see the unapproved or unregulated development. Next, please. This diagram shows temporal analysis of urban sprawl in Islamabad from 1990 to 2016. It is evident that permanent vegetation has been increased with the growth of the city and bare soil has been decreased. You will be astonished to say that how with the growth of city, permanent vegetation has been increased because we have planned a lot of green areas, parks in the residential sector. Next, please. In the specified area of Islamabad, there are 8 small towns. With the growth of capital, the surrounding cities' development is also attracted towards Islamabad. Major colonial development is taking place outside the municipal limits of these cities. The urban sprawl in peripheral areas, together with Islamabad, will emerge as third megalopolis of the country by 2030. This area, the total population around Islamabad presently is 6.8 million, and by 2030, it is expected to cross 5 million. Next, please. Islamabad has its original airport within the Rawalpindi area. That was not in the Islamabad area, but later on government decided to construct a new airport for Islamabad, but it was too constructed outside the limits of Islamabad. That is about 25 kilometers away from the 0 point of Islamabad. Construction work of this airport was started in 2007 outside Islamabad with the announcement of the relocating the airport at due place. Urban sprawl rapidly took place around this site. Built up area into 2010 was 2,481 acres in 2010 before shifting of the airport at the present site. But in 2018, airport was shifted at this site, and you can see the urban growth has been increased 4 times, and all this growth is taking place outside the Islamabad city without approval of the Capital Development Authority, because this is beyond the controlled area of the Capital Development Authority. Thank you. Next, please. Here we see different regions of sprawl which have been identified. Number one, Islamabad and Rawalpindi are twin cities, but have separate regulatory bodies and regulations as well. Rawalpindi city is growing without any master plan. A regional study was required for specified area of Islamabad, but the same could not be carried out. There are overlapping of boundaries of adjoining cities which need to be settled. 3 efforts were made to review, update the master plan of Islamabad, but all of them remained inconclusive. There are some issues. Next, please. The development of Islamabad was to be completed by 2000, but it is still incomplete. Although major public uses have been developed, but residential sector development remained slow, which has given way to informal development in the shape of slums. Islamabad is still looking for sanitary landfill site, due to which waste is not being disposed properly. Water is not being supplied continuously for 24 hours due to shortage of reservoirs. Though feasibility study for integrated mass transit system has been conducted, but only 2 main routes and 2 feeder routes have been started as yet. Next, please. Here are some recommendations to resolve the issues of urban sprawl. There is need of development of national planning law. Overlapping of boundaries issues with Rawalpindi and other adjoining cities of Islamabad needs to be settled, because there are different governments out of Islamabad. 2 provincial governments, separate provincial governments exist around Islamabad. So this is very difficult to settle the overlapping boundary issues. Preparation of joint regional plan involving adjoining urban local councils is recommended. Next, please. Preparation of detailed development plan of the zone 3, 4, and 5 of Islamabad is immediately to be initiated. Construction of new reservoirs, besides water conservation strategies to be adopted, construction of sanitary landfill site, and foremost, the strict enforcement of planning regulations by enhancing capacity of the concerned departments. And thank you very much. This is from me. And again, thank you for listening me patiently.
It is interesting to know about Islamabad urban growth dynamics, especially its Dinopolis concept and how infrastructure can cause urban sprawl and urban morphology. Thank you, Mr. Iqbal, for sharing your expertise with us.